There are times that I should probably think things through like a little more, but I don't. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Tia here from Nailed It Hawaii, and today's soap was extremely impulsive. Anytime I'm making cold process embeds for a different soap, if I have a little bit of leftover batter, I'll find the nearest mold and then I'll just fill it, because I don't like to waste soap and I feel like you could always use it and incorporate it in some way. And that's kind of how I got the idea for this soap. A few weeks ago, I was pouring some like light pink cold process soap into embeds for the Simply Succulent soap that you guys have already seen the video for. If not, I will go ahead and link it above here. No, here. One of these corners will have a link, so you can go ahead and watch that video. But anyway, I had a little bit of leftover batter and then I decided to pour it in these little chocolate molds. When I unmolded it, I thought it was like the cutest thing ever. And then I had all of these ideas for what I wanted to use it in. Like maybe I could do like a pastel candy soap. The design started coming to my mind, but instead of planning it out really well and putting together the ideas for this pastel candy soap, I decided to be more impulsive. And I kind of decided using those embeds to make a soap without completely thinking the design through. I kind of jumped right in, didn't design anything. That's me. So if you guys are ready to see me just kind of wing everything when it came to this design, keep on watching. Hey everyone, so for today's soap, I'm going to be making kind of like a take on Neapolitan-ish, and I'll tell you guys why in a second. But so I've got all of my melted oils and butters here. I've got my lye water here, and in my lye water I have 1 teaspoon of titanium dioxide. So I'm going to mix that up. I'm going to add in my kaolin clay and colloidal oatmeal and my coconut milk, and then that's when we can actually get started with all the fun stuff. Okay, so I've got everything mixed up. My batter's, I think it's just past emulsion, kind of almost to a thin trace, but not quite there yet. So now I'm going to start separating it off into different colors. So I need one for like a dark brown. One is going to be a nice creamy pink. I'm going to set some off to the side. This is actually going to be uncolored. Then we have this one. So this one I'm going to go ahead and use for piping on the top, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to set it off to the side. There's not going to be fragrance oil in here because the fragrance oil that I'm using is going to discolor, and I don't really want that in it. Okay, so because this fragrance oil is going to discolor, I'm kind of just going to make it the colors that I want and hope it doesn't change like too much. The fragrance oil I will be using is Strawberry Shake from Nature's Garden. I did write the percentage of vanillin that is in this fragrance oil. It is 0.17%. The reviews said that it's going to discolor to kind of like a really light brown apricot. Okay, I don't remember exactly what it said, but I think it's going to be kind of like an almond discoloration. So this one here, I'm going to leave this uncolored and let the fragrance oil do its own thing in this one. In this one here, I'm going to do kind of like a really light pink and just see what happens. And in this one here, I'm going to do a brown. So this one doesn't even matter what color it changes to. For my light pink, I'm going to be using Pink Amaranth. This is kind of my go-to pink if I don't want a neon and I want something a little more subdued. In my brown is going to be Australian Amber. This is from TKB. This is definitely my go-to brown. I'm going to start by mixing it in with my spatula just to see what color we've got, and then I will add more if it needs it. Okay, so everything's mixed up. In the pink, I did add like the lightest bit of neon because I am anticipating it to kind of dull down a little bit because of the vanillin. So I'm going to go ahead and add in the fragrance oil, and then I'm going to stick blend it and we'll start pouring. Okay, and here's my mold from Workshop Heritage. So I'm just going to go ahead and start pouring. For this one, I do want to do a drop swirl. I personally like drop swirls when they're like thicker swirls. So I think the soap might be at like the perfect consistency for that. So I'm just alternating the colors that I use here. This is my first time using this fragrance oil. It's actually pretty convenient that it's thickening up at like the perfect rate. So now I'm just kind of scraping out my containers and getting everything out that I can. Okay, so everything has been scraped out. My mold has been banged down. So now we can work on the top. For the piping, I don't really want like tall peaks. I kind of just want like a thick layer of fluff. So I'm going to be using this big circle tip. I have no idea what it's called, but I will check and link it for you guys in the description box below. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and start making some giant fluffs. My goal here is to kind of just get a big layer of fluff down. So we're not gonna have like really defined little ploops. I kind of just want it to look nice and kind of like a layer of bedding under my embeds. For these embeds, I was making some for a different soap and I had a little bit of extra batter, and I was just like, okay, well, let's just find a mold and fill it up and maybe I could use that for another soap. And I actually ended up really loving them. So I decided to just plan this soap, total spur of the moment, and throw that into the lineup. I do feel like if I wasn't being so impulsive, I could definitely think of another design for these embeds and it would probably turn out cuter, but that's not how I roll. Okay, the layer of fluff is in. How cute are these though? Oh my gosh. So I made these and I was just like, I need to make a soap and I need to make a soap with them right now. These were made using a cold process. I really do honestly prefer cold process embeds over melt and pour, just because like the humidity, melt and pour tends to hate humidity. And here in Hawaii, it is too darn humid, which is melt and pour's worst enemy. So when I can, I do prefer to make it using cold process. Just trying to make sure each bar is gonna get a little bit of this pink chocolate. I did just decide to take the leftover pieces and cut them into twos so that I can kind of stick them on any bar that might need a little bit more. For this soap, I was also thinking like, you know, just one little half of an embed isn't going to be enough. So how am I going to, or what else am I going to put on top? And because I came up with this design so kind of just last minute, it's not like I had a whole lot of other cold process soap embeds ready and available for me. But conveniently, I did have these little like waffle things that I did make also with extra batter. These, and I felt like they were also the perfect color. And with Neapolitans, I was thinking this kind of reminds me of like a waffle cone. So I took a whole bunch of these and chopped them up into little pieces, and I'm going to sprinkle that on top. And by sprinkle them on top, I mean strategically placed, because I would like the waffle side to be face up as much as possible. So it kind of looks like little waffle bites. Next step, where is my rubbing alcohol? Where is it? Don't worry, I found it. Crisis averted. So I'm just going to go ahead and spritz this top. I'm going to add some of my favorite glitter at the moment, which is the white diamond from TKB. It's freaking fabulous for on the tops of soaps. Yeah, I'm adding a lot. Listen, the last few soaps I haven't added any, and I've been in like glitter denial. And I am also going to take some biodegradable glitter from Brambleberry and spritz that on. Yes, so much glitter. This soap makes my glitter loving heart so happy. But yeah, so here are the finished Neapolitan bars, and I will be back tomorrow to cut it. Okie dokie. So let's get this guy. I think I'm gonna turn it on its side. Going to make sure everything is good and we're ready. So I'm just going to start pushing it down. Get rid of these because we don't need that. Then let's go ahead and grab one from the middle. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so cute.
I feel like it was at the perfect consistency to do a drop swirl. And then we have this like super fun design. It's definitely giving me some Neapolitan vibes right now. And the tops. Ugh. So adorable. Whoosh. Get over here. Still a little sticky. Oh, it's so neat. I am loving this design. Oh, that's a good one. Got some of the little waffle cone there. Chocolate, more waffle. Yes. Here's another. I love, love, love this drippiness we got going on here. This is kind of cool too over here. There's like an outline of brown, like a very thin outline around that like white color. Oh, I love the top of this one. That one's fun. Got a lot of those waffle bits.
Okay, it's so cute though. I don't frequently do drop swirls because I'm not a super huge fan of them unless the batter is thick. Once the batter is thickened up, like you get these really chunky drop swirls, and then that's when I really like it. And that's what we got. It smells really good. It's not so bakery that I want to eat it. It's just got like sweet strawberry with just like a hint of like a doughy crust. Crusty isn't the right word. Doughy, flaky notes. It's good. I really like this one. But like the tops though, I'm dead. Even though I completely winged this design, I'm pretty obsessed with how it turned out. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you would like to see more, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
This is too high, so I think... Wow! Wow!
Well, I hope you guys enjoy.